Welcome, everybody. We're starting Betting Dynasty, and today we're gonna interview Professor Lidio Shimi DISORIANO. He's a black belt from Betting Jiu-Jitsu, and welcome, everybody.
Se você quiser rolar, procura um parceiro. Se você quiser treinar, procura um coach. Se você quiser aprender, procura um professor. Agora, se você quiser entender, chama o mestre. Chama o mestre. Chama o mestre.
Hey.
Os.
Okay, so let me introduce my friend, my student, Shimmy DISORIANO. Shimmy is from Puerto Rico. He's gonna talk about himself. But anyway, the first step is I would like to ask Shimmy about his first experience in Jiu-Jitsu. When, how, and with whom?
Wow, my first experience in jiu-jitsu was actually with you when you came here to the island. Wow, it was 20 years ago. You came with Johnny and Danielle, and you was giving class to us. You was starting to know each other, and it was a fantastic experience. The details of showing the technique and the details of how it's done, the technique, it was impressive. I was love. It was love at first sight. It was incredible, and that's how we started. We was six people actually. We was young professionals that we started doing this.
Yeah, that's right. And do you remember the place was a small room in a karate academy, and there's
Yes.
no mats.
It was it. Yeah, it was like it's like a house, and we rent a house, and we put like some gym mat, and we put it on the floor, and we have like a couple rooms, and on the rooms we have like also mats. So we start teaching the class in the first room, like in the living room, and then we move everybody to go in different rooms so we could start practicing. It was crazy, but at the same time it was fun. That's how the jiu-jitsu started in Puerto Rico. It was everything. It was crazy.
Yeah, it was.
But I know what you're gonna say,
so
Silvio.
I'm gonna say it because what happened is I got connected Jorge,
Yeah, Nino.
but Nino exactly.
Yeah.
He bought some tapes that I did with Pedro Carvalho.
Yes.
Very very bad quality tapes. Not technically, but the production was really really poor. But some was one set was the setups. And he contacted me by internet and said, I think it was some forum that said, hey, I have
Yes.
your tapes here. I'm going to a tournament. Can you help me with something? So he liked one of the movements there, and he asked me to help how to make it happen. I sent him a text, a text coach, a textbook how to do it, one, two, 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 and he did it. And he loved it. That
Yes.
did work. That was the first coaching. I never saw his face. I didn't know who it was. I knew he was looking for something. And then "Oh man, we need you here." I got deported, and then you got the benefit. You got an upgrade. The Master Flavio
Yes,
instead of Master Simi.
yes, yes. You told him, listen,
So
I
that's
can't
it.
go, and I'm gonna send you my father, and my father is gonna be there with you guys. And that's how it started. Actually, it was that was the beginning of the jiu-jitsu. It's Puerto Rico before Flavio and Puerto Rico after Flavio. For us, Flavio was
That's it.
ambassador. He came us and he was ambassador, tried to expand the knowledge in
902.
jiu-jitsu, and then we was the pioneers. We was trying to build something, and we grew up. We grew up like impressive, impressive.
Yeah, it was. And the fact is that you the first group improved so much technically that remember the first time you came to Brazil and for a tournament
Yes.
for a
Yes,
meeting, international meeting, and for a tournament, and did very well
yes.
uh, because nobody could expect
People
anything.
was yes. People was saying like, "Oh, you are Brazilian." Like Puerto Rican group, it was like, "Oh, you guys are Brazilian." No, we're Puerto Ricans. You know, we came from Puerto Rico. You came to Puerto Rico, and who teach that jujitsu? Flavio. I remember once I was in the Marcelo Academy, and the guy was asking me, "Can you show me inside of the car how you do an armbar?" And I did an armbar, just exactly how you teach me. And then he was quiet. And then I asked him, "Why are you so quiet? Who told you that?" Flavio. There's something wrong. No, there's nothing wrong. Everything was perfect. And I was like, "Oh, great." This experience was amazing. It was amazing. I love it. I love it. I love every part of Brazil. I learned Portuguese in there. It was well, I start first Portuñol and then keep going and better and up to today's day. But it was very, very uh enjoyable experience for all of us, for all of us. Manny, Luis Santiago, Eduardo Ortiz. We was a young group, professional, try to build something here in the island.
And each one of you were the different work on different organizations. Yeah.
Yes,
Tell me something
yes.
about you, your professional life besides jiu-jitsu.
Well, I'm a professional security consultant. I'm a executive protection specialist in Europe and in the United States. I also teach for the police academy, municipality police academy. I teach self defense, and then I also a pistol instructor for the NRA, uh, and I run a security company in which give the opportunity to expand our jiu-jitsu. Jiu-jitsu giving an opportunity to teach everybody how to defend themselves, and they're well prepared to adjust at any type of environment. Yes, I
That's
got
good.
two bachelor's degree, two master's degree, and I love to study.
You do. I know that for
Yeah,
sure, for sure.
Shimmy, how old are you, man?
I'm 48.
It's a boy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
impressive.
yeah. Yes, yes. I'm um well, I don't know. I'm always competing. I used to do football in college in high school, and then I've been in martial art. I'm a second degree black belt in judo also, for the Puerto Rico national team, and I did two Olympic cycle for them. I trained with them. I'm training all my life. I've been training martial arts all my life, but jiu-jitsu is my passion. I possess 6 degrees black belt in different arts. So, but jiu-jitsu, it's what I love. It's what I teach. I love to teach jiu-jitsu. It's my passion. You know.
Chibi, tell us about the Jiu-Jitsu Federation that you created in Puerto Rico.
Wow, it's well, we try to organize to make everything in a very possible way. We created our federation, and we're still fighting with the government because everything here it's controlled in a way that they are looking for the benefit of the human being of the society. They're looking for nobody have that came from the state or came from any part of the world and say, "No, I'm a jiu-jitsu expert." So you have to like understand that you have to bring some papers, some documentation, and show it to the government. Listen, this is what we are, and we don't want fraud people to come to the island. So we create this. It's not me, it's a group, it's a committee that we create to help the society in which control, not controlling, it's regulate. That's the name. We regulate how everything is done, and we're still going. We're gonna have a now in November. The government create a competition for kids, and it's jujitsu is gonna be there, and it's an amazing, it's a great achievement because it was not there. Now it's gonna be, and it's gonna be free of charge for the kid to expand the knowledge, and all the municipality will come and participate, and it's beautiful. It's gonna be, we have like, we are 72 municipal in Puerto Rico, so it's gonna be like around 10 that's gonna be participating all over the island. Yes,
Yeah, that's great. That's great.
yes,
One curiosity. I know because I have been there for so many times the last 20 years, and I know the island. I know the I know the people from Puerto Rico. I know the spirit. I know the culture. But I think it's interesting to that you can tell us a little bit about the island division, north, south, west, east, west, and all the basically the the basic culture. And it's interesting because people from Puerto Rico are amazing. They're very very hip, happy people. So every time, every place you go, everybody is so kind and so available to help you. So this is interesting. And
yes.
yeah, go, come on.
We are very happy. We are happy people. We like to we emphasize customer service. Just like it's like I said, every place you go, they treat you very nice. They treat you with respect and dignity. But we like to party. We like party. It's like we party hard, very
Yeah,
hard.
yeah,
We could party every day, 7 days a week, 24 hours. We could be partying, but we got the beaches, we got sun all 24/7, 365 days a year. So it means that inside it's a culture, but the main part is that everybody in the island will treat you nicely and with respect, and you will gonna have the experience of your life. Like if you come over here, we have the rivers, we have the beach, we have the lake, we have the boats, we have the diving, we have the surfing. Like we have one of the 10 most beautiful beaches of the world is in Culebra, and you have Vieques that you could enjoy, and you could, if one day you wake up and then you say, okay, let's do a ride around the island, you will have the balcony, we have the seafood, we're gonna have the good restaurants, the everything, everything that you can imagine. This is a paradise. We're an island, you
yeah.
know
That's
and
right.
and you can have coconut everywhere, and it's amazing. It's very amazing for it's and also safe. It's safe for your family, for your kids. Hey,
Yeah, yeah,
hi.
yeah. I talked to. I said to Silv that he should go to the island and try to go with you to that special restaurant for mofongo.
Yeah, that's right. We have the
I went to the
mofongo
island. I went there once. I had the chance once or twice. Once,
twice.
twice. Yeah, I went to the island twice, and that was a great experience, man. I love the food. I was telling you guys, man, it's Bahia in English.
Yes, yes. Actually, it is. It is exactly. I remember. It's
I
and
love it,
it's great.
and I didn't
Yeah.
have a chance to surf yet. Yet.
Yet, yet. Yeah, we
Okay.
have the most beautiful beaches and ondas all over the place, man. We got Paredes, We got Aguadilla, we got Aguada, Cabo
We
Rojo. The
call
beaches of Cabo Rojo are beautiful. Caja de Muerto. Oh my God. We have places that you can imagine. And the mountains and the view that you could enjoy just by walking and going around and talking with people. It's the experience that you will gonna have. You're not gonna have anywhere around the world. It's amazing. It's like every country have their unique way of expressing themselves. The island have a unique way of expressing themselves. The people, the food, the street, the fest, the the drinking. It's beautiful.
Exactly.
I
And,
love
and
it.
the food is very similar. Remember
Yes,
the rice and beans and
rice and
beef,
bean. Yeah,
and plátano.
yeah, plátanos. Yeah, I love to cook, so for
Yeah.
me it's amazing. But I love to cook meat, and I know that Flavio can't eat no more meat, but
No more.
I
but when he
can.
used to, but you
Yeah,
can, yeah.
let's kill it.
Yes, let's kill it. Let's kill it. I love it. I love it. And I tell you, you guys come over here. You will enjoy it again. Watch the beautiful cooking. Go to the beach. I love Flavio loved to walk to the beach. I remember he
Right.
was like, "Oh, I want an apartment close to the beach," and he walked every day. Every day, he enjoyed the breeze of the salt, the breeze of the ocean, and the view. It's amazing. It's
Okay,
amazing.
but we had a situation here, man. I like to remember funny experiences. You guys came for a camp, and I remember. Come on, in the island we just have
I can
automatic
hear
cars.
you.
Can you hear me? No, my microphone. Okay, I'm back. Can you
For me,
hear
it's
now?
okay. For me, it's
No, it's
okay.
you. It's you.
But you can hear me
Yeah.
now? No,
Aqui tá. It's
No, you have
okay.
a delay.
The
a
delay.
delay. I'm sorry. So,
Flavio is
uh,
okay.
okay. So what happened was these guys have the cars in the island, everything automatic, no manual. No. So they rent a car. Remember that one? You guys rent a car. You guys crashed each other. Yeah, that was. I
Oh,
can't
sorry.
imagine.
You have a bad connection. I can't hear you. I can't
Uh,
hear you.
but can you remember that, Dad? What happened to them?
Your internet. Wrong.
Silver, try to restart yourself so Jimmy can listen to
Aperta o
you.
F5 aí, pai. F5 no teu computador.
Very good. Jimmy, Silver was talking about
Yeah.
when you came,
That's
the
him.
Puerto Rican guys came here.
Ok.
I remember I was driving. I don't know whose car it was. It was your car or something
My
like
car, my
that.
car.
That I he your car, and then I think it was Fabian who was driving, and he stopped. He stopped. Like he stopped suddenly, and then I stopped also, but my the car just slipped and I hit it. I was like, oh my god, I hit it, and I was like, oh, and we get out of the car, but we was having well. I was okay, but the other guy was like, "Oh, Shimmy, you hit Fabian! Oh my God, we're gonna have a fight, and we are just like blue belts, and those are black belts, and all that stuff." And I was like, "Man, relax, nothing happened." I told them it's like I didn't want to drive, but you guys didn't want it, so I said, okay, let's do it.
Let's do it.
I remember every time we go to Brazil, I used to drive. They call
Yeah,
me
man.
the navigator. I was like, oh, Shimmy, the navigator, because
Yeah.
because I just take a map, map reading. So I do the map reading, and then I find every place. But they was like, no, Shimmy, you are the designated driver. I was like, I don't want to drive. I don't want to drive. I know. Well, I said, it's your fault. If something happened, you have to cover me.
And it's fun.
But it
Interesting.
was great. The experience was great.
Interesting because all those guys and that came had to invest their time to come to Brazil, and that was a good thing about have the World Championships here. They had the camps in São Paulo, camp in Rio de Janeiro. Always a lot of people, very good quality of training, excellent results. Everybody got a lot of good results. So uh, that was a great time. And we need to do that. Start to do it again in the United States now. The team United States is growing. I think the World Championships is a goal.
Yes.
And
Yes.
for sure we need to look for something there. And I'm going back. I was just there in the United States, but I had already set up a trip there and went all over from California to Idaho, Montana, Florida. But next time I'm gonna extend my trip longer. So let's see if I can cover my dad there and go visit you guys. Spend some time in the island. The island, I don't want to spend a weekend
Yes.
there. I need some days.
Yes. Yes.
Let's try to do
I love
something.
that. We love that because we really, yeah, so we could do something very nice in here to actually all the betting teams to be together, try to be together in a very responsible way, so we could also share, but at the same time cover all the distance that we need to have in order to, to follow the rules that the COVID or this pandemic have. This pandemic is it's killing us.
How was there in the island?
How's things going in
It
the
was
island?
hard. Actually, it is hard.
I'm gonna share with you, man. We're gonna share for sure.
I think Shimmy got a problem.
Me or Shimmy? Yeah,
Shimmy.
yeah. So we're gonna have the details very soon, probably in December. We are planning for late January. So still is a long trip, so it's a lot of places to visit, and we're gonna put everything together. But I'm gonna have more time. Adriana already agreed with this, so I had to have a go from her. She gave me a go, so I can have a longer trip. Make sure everything I can cover everywhere. I know have been hard for
Yes.
my father to get back on the plane lately, so I'll try to go visit you guys, visit Tom, visit everyone who is looking for you know uh, and,
Perfect.
and
Perfect.
and try to be together again, have some fun
That is great.
as always. You know, but was this the way you guys invested in the beginning? How many times you came to Brazil, man?
We at the beginning we start going to Brazil 2 times a year. I remember, and then when the I remember when the price was $598 round trip from Puerto Rico to Brazil. That's
Wow.
why we was able to go 2 times a year. And then when the price changes for 1,200, then we was able to go 1 times a year. I remember it was a time that only me was the one who was going to Brazil because the other ones was very occupied with the job they can because one is a mechanic engineer and the other one is a quality control for a pharmaceutical industry. So it was very hard for them to go, and the other one was a lawyer. So it was hard for them to come. So I took the opportunity and I took the chance. I said, listen, nobody can go, but I will go. I will go to the meeting. I remember I just came there Friday and I leave on Sunday because I have to work on Monday. But I'm for us, it was very important that we have this connection with the betting family because it's our roots, it's everything for us, and that connection could not be lost just by not going to that place. So if I have to, if I, well, I said, if I have to do the trip by myself, I will do it. And I don't hesitate. If I have to do it on today's date and I have to do a trip by myself to make that connection, to make that connection with Puerto Rico, with Brazil and betting family, I will do it. I will close my eyes and I will go immediately. That's the comp the how you say that we have that connection and we are compromised with you guys. Puerto Rico is compromised with the betting 200%.
Yes, man.
Always.
We know that. That's why it's any situation is uncomfortable.
We jump in. So, no, 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 no. You guys come back.
Yes.
No way. And I love the way you put yourself there because no, 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 no. I'm sorry. I will stay in. I'm in. So that for,
Yes. I don't. I'm very. We are samurais. We are very loyal. That's what we are.
yes.
We call ourselves our samurais, and we cannot be running.
Yeah. I remember once
So that's why we always get
yeah, I heard from one of our students there. He
what?
said, "No, loyalty above everything but honor."
Yeah.
And I like it. That wasn't bad. I like the way he said.
No, it wasn't bad. It is. It
But
is.
but
And
how
and it's
many
amazing.
clubs? How many clubs now in Puerto Rico, man?
We have one betting. Betting is five. But before the pandemic, we was like around eight.
Okay.
And because of the pandemic, there are places that we have to close it because it was hard to maintain. Because the owners of the places, because of they don't stop the rent. They say no, if you want to keep the place, you have to pay the rent. And there are people that they can't afford it.
Uh-huh.
You know, so we start everything again. Little by little, and we going great actually. We have like uh five now, five
Okay.
out of eight. It's okay. We going. We're struggling. Actually, Puerto Rico is struggling because they change the executing order like every 2 weeks, and if the pandemic go up, they put the rules more strict, so it's hard sometimes. Yeah. If you want to go 100% capacity, they need to have a backup ID. That's what they call it here. The passport of the ID of the, I'm sorry, of the COVID. They call it over here backup ID. If you have the backup ID, you could run 100%. Although, other than that, you have to run 50%, and you have to make sure that you keep the 6 feet distant all the time. Yeah.
That makes difficult to roll. Huh?
It is. It is. It is.
Oh
It's like
man.
I was talking with Flavio. It's like they expect in the Olympic, for example, in judo. I'm also black belt in judo, and they expect us to win medals, but they don't give us the opportunity or the tools to be able to do that. It's a hard. It's hard.
Yeah. You know, people.
Yep.
And I'm
I
from
know.
because I have been traveling. I have been traveling. I'm going back to not next week. I'm going to Dubai and it's still a long trip to Middle East, and I'm going all over Brazil, to the south of Brazil, I'm in Porto Alegre, Jaguarão, Tramandaí, then Paraná, and then São Paulo, come to Rio, uh, and I have to do the PCR every time I have to leave the country. Just a PCR. I didn't take
Yes.
the vaccine. For me, I'll keep this as long as I can. I can make the things happen with the PCR. I will do it. I got COVID. I already passed through it, so I believe we can come back and get stronger and
Yes.
get healthy, live healthy. And the people depends on jiu-jitsu as well, and our environment to develop their energy back and get back. No, everywhere, man. I did 17 hours of gradings this last weekend in Canada,
Wow.
here in Brazil, online. Man,
Yes.
a lot of people. And I know
Yes.
before they get together for this weekend, everybody was so afraid to get together. But it was a lot of meetings, trying to break the ice, try to make sure don't resist. If you don't feel comfortable, don't go, no problem. But guys, if you feel comfortable, go. And some guys that was really resistant to get there, they were there together, interacting, which is most more important. A lot of kids on the mats, and people need to get out at home and really interact and live. And I imagine how sad will be a place like Puerto Rico, so happy place, so party place, and put people at home and say, guys, you cannot interact, man, that kills. It's like making a Italian talk without with the arms locked.
Yes, it is. It is. But now we have the now kids going to schools. We going to different parties, and now the boy shit is open. I mean, the nightclub is open, and the party life at night is open. So we actually with precaution, everybody have to be responsible of their own life. You know, if you're gonna behave unresponsible, well, it's up to you. You know,
Exactly.
I cannot hold you. I cannot control you. You have a free will, and you will do whatever you consider it's okay.
Exactly.
That's
That's
important.
most important. That people have to be, responsible, think about and make a decision and do us the best. But you know what? Like traveling around for Puerto Rico to the United States, you guys, is there any competition guys looking for?
We have like five competition in the island. They call it a challenge, and then we're gonna have one in November. And actually on November we're gonna have one, and and we have a team competition. It's a 430 pounds, the whole group, two guys and one female. It's a team competition that we're gonna have on the 23 October 23, and then we're gonna have another one in November, and then we're gonna have the team challenge. I mean the challenge on December. So it's going great actually. And also this guy came here in the island on June. This guy was what's it called, All American Grappling. They came over here and they did a tournament, and they're looking forward to have another tournament here in the island because they love it. You know, they even you could do jujitsu, you could do food, you could do traveling also inside of the island, and then the beach surfing. Surfing is great. You could surf every year, every time of the year. You don't have no problem. And it's growing. The jiu-jitsu community is growing. The kids are growing, and it's great. It's great. I think that in the future, like probably in 1 year and a half, we're gonna have more people practicing jiu-jitsu, and it's an art that we are developing and we are expanding.
Well, so for last almost more than 20 years right now, more than 20 years of the jiu-jitsu impact in the island. How that you feel with the generations that started that 20 years ago, or when Master Flavio first time went to the island there, and now, what's the benefit that jiu-jitsu really brought to the community there?
The jiu-jitsu brought us together. We it connect us from people from Cabo Rojo, that is from the west, connect people from all over the coordinate, from north, connect people from the south, connect people from the east and the west. Everybody's connected, and that way is give you a networking. And that networking, everybody is like, oh, I have people that go into to a metropolitan area. Can you allow them to join? I was like, yeah, sure, no problem. We have this bounding that we are not like against each other. We are like a group together working for one purpose, that is to expand and to give the opportunity to people to learn jujitsu. And we don't mind about going. For example, if you go into Cabo Rojo and train with the people of the Cabo Rojo, or go into Mayagüez and train with the people of Mayagüez. Actually, we did. My student did a trip. They call it the jiu-jitsu trip. They're starting in the north, and they go around the coast, and they go to different academy to train, and they have this bonding and experience with them. It was beautiful. They said that this is a jiu-jitsu camp and also the trip. It was
Yeah, we
great.
did.
It was great.
I did that with my nephew in England, all UK. We started in Scotland, and then went to
Yes.
Ireland, and then down to London. That was great. We visited 6 clubs, ended on Horses Club. But I was asking, and in particular about the security and safety, about the kids, the grill with jiu-jitsu in their lives. it became more secure? Like, what's the, fights around, or it's not nothing like this?
Well, remember about the they give the kid the opportunity to feel secure, give the autoesteem of them that they grew up, and they feel like they can now, instead of being a bully, that they bullying them, they're not. They give them the tools that they need to adjust in any type of environment. The environment that we work is safe. They give them the self-defense is the primary tools that we teach. Self-defense that you could use both in the street and in the sport. And that way, the mother acts, they talk more, they interact with people more. They used to be so quiet and they don't talk with nobody. They want to be apart. But now that they have jujitsu, their jujitsu gives them the confidence that they could interact and communicate with other people freely, openly. It give them an expression of their mind and in their heart. Before they can even do that. That's jujitsu. Jujitsu give them the tools so they could stand up for themselves, and move from point A to point B freely without fear. That's the jujitsu they give them. We give the jujitsu for them. You know.
Microphone, pai.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, yeah. I cut the mic because of my little dog started barking, so and interfere. But anyway, the point is that I remember at the beginning from many years ago, I used to travel to everywhere in the Puerto Rico island. Went to Ponce, to Mayagüez, to everywhere. So north, south, everywhere. So
Yes.
I remember that was something absolutely new, because most of the person that were let's say participating on a seminar were from other martial arts, from judo, karate, taekwondo. So it was interesting, and most of those persons became jiu-jitsu practitioners. So this was
Yes.
that was great. It was great. It was as you said, the this pioneer group were responsible to spread jiu-jitsu knowledge and experiences all over the country. So that was great, and I'm very happy that I was part of it. So it was very important for me. Uh,
Yes. For us, it was very important that you be the part of this growing jiu-jitsu in the island. But it was great. I remember we was teaching in the morning in metropolitan area, and then I remember we put you in a pickup and let's go to Mayagüez, Flavio. But there is another seminar we're gonna have in Mayagüez. People want to know you. People want to be around with you. They want to meet you. And you was like, oh, crazy. I'm tired. But let's go. You always say, let's go. You never say, no, I can't go. It's like, we go far away, like 4 hours from metropolitan area, and you say, "Okay, let's go." I'm tired, but let's go.
that's all right. Yeah,
Yes,
that
yes,
was great. It was great, and
yeah.
uh,
It was a
I
very good
remember
experience.
I remember one trip that I did to, I think it was to Ponce with Luis Santiago. When
Yes,
when we came back, we were both sleeping. He was driving and sleeping, and I was sleeping too. Moment I woke up and said, "Move, we are going to crash the car." So then we stopped a little bit, but it was like that.
yeah, yes. I remember that. I remember that. You was Luis is crazy. Luis is crazy. I
Yeah.
can't believe it. I can't believe it. I was like, oh my god. But you came, thank God, safe.
Oh
So
yeah, that's right. That's right.
yes, and we could talk about it. You
And
know, that's the beauty.
Silvio, you know that the Shemi is so connected to our culture, Brazilian culture, that his son, youngest son, his name is João.
Oh man, nice.
Yes.
João.
His name is João Antonio.
João Antônio.
Yes,
Nice.
yes,
But Shimi always had was the guy with the easiest learning. Like Portuguese, like boom, right there, easy for Shimi. Always.
it's because before I go to Brazil, I took a book that my brother had, and it's about. It was funny because it was a English book, that said, learning Portuguese for Spanish people, but it was in English. I was like, okay, I don't understand it. So it was so easy to understand, and it was so good. So I could learn it that way. And then when I went to Brazil, I started practicing. And then I remember people was like making fun of me because, oh, you talking Portuguese and all that stuff. I said, listen, at least I could talk to them and they understand me. And it was great because in that way I will be able to communicate to expand the language, and I love it. I love it. I still love it. You know.
As a what was the most like for you, like especially for you, like for sure, like see the name of your son, João Antonio. That shows the cultural impact that we brought to you guys, and especially to you for your family. And then imagine come with João and say, "Come on." Imagine your father, your uncles, everybody say, why this name? You know, put John. No. João.
João means that Deus is bondadoso. Yeah, that's what it means. And for me, I fall in love with it because,
Nice.
yeah, God give me the opportunity to travel and give me the opportunity to meet all these beautiful people in Brazil. And for me, it was a very good experience going to the Cristo Redental, Pau de Açúcar, Açúcar de Pau, Pau de Açúcar.
Olha só.
Father and give me the opportunity to go with my wife, and we was in love with Brazil and the culture of the people, and they're very similar. But for me, it was like being home, because for me it's like being in the island. It was exactly the same way they speak, the same way they talk, the same way they walk, their food, everything was similar. For us, we was like, oh my God, we're home. We could stay here forever.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's interesting because Caribbean culture
Yes.
is so interesting. I didn't go too many places there in Caribbean, but I went Mexico and different places in Mexico. Last time, now I went to Playa del Carmen, which is pretty close as well there, but it's not like Puerto Rico, man. Puerto Rico for me was really at home. I was totally comfortable, man. I love the place, and I like a walking. We have a place now in Salvador, Bahia. It's a good place there. When you come to Brazil next time, man, I gotta go there. It's a
Yes.
and there for sure you're gonna look around and say, man, that's Puerto Rico.
Yeah. I would love. We're planning as long as as soon as we can. We're gonna fly there and have a good time because I love it. We just not went to practice jiu-jitsu. The beautiful about us, our trip is like we go to practice. I remember we practiced at 7 o'clock in the morning. I was like, oh my God. And Flavio said, you have to come at 7. And we was like waking up at 7. I was, oh my God. At 12, we go to the gym. And then we have another class at the afternoon. And then between those days that we have off, we go to the cathedral, we go to the museum. We see Brazil in their good places. We go around the architecture. It was absolutely amazing. And we was not just doing jiu-jitsu, we was culturing ourselves in Brazil. And it was great.
And it's the same in that because most of people from Rio de Janeiro never been in Ponta Sul. No, like that's a good part. Like, have you guys here always brought us back to go back there? Let's bring them. So that was always great to bring you guys back there and see that again, and have a chance to show the city in the proper way. And then when I get there, so then you guys go back home and then you look around and say, man, I never been that museum there. I was better be there because this guy's going to bring those guys here. I want to bring them there to see it. So let's go. So that's a cultural exchanging. Bring us
Yes, it is.
more value back home as well. Huh?
Yeah, that's a value that is unreplaceable. It is, and it's priceless because you're not gonna have that time again. Every minute in your life is a life that you have to spend it well. You can't waste your time doing things that it's not productive, like I call it. You know.
But
Yeah.
Shimmy, uh, I'm gonna give you an information that nobody knows.
Wow.
Okay, so next year, November, I'll be 85. We're gonna have an international meeting, so be ready.
Yes. Really?
Yeah, sure.
Nice.
So be
Got to check
ready.
the tickets.
Yeah, prepare your group. I don't know exactly which weekend, but for sure, first that we're gonna be in Rio.
Nice. Nice.
It's gonna be
Don't worry.
different.
You always can count with me. You know that
Yeah,
by
for sure,
now. You
for
know.
sure. And it was gonna be an
So.
amazing experience.
Oh
Amazing.
yes, it is. It is. I know that it's going to be a very, very good experience for all of us, in Puerto Rico. They would love to go there and to have the opportunity to experience it by the first hand, the training that we have. I remember Silvio was killing us in Marcelo's academy. Hunter, it was like crazy. He was you just go in, it was like this heat out of all the people. It was amazing. It was amazing. He was all sweaty, and then he said, and we was fighting so hard. I remember that he stopped me. I was fighting with this French guy that he do something, and then I stepped in my head. I turned and I took him and I throw him, and Flavio stopped us. I mean Silvio stopped us and said, "Hey, listen, go easy." And we look at each other and told Silvio, "We was going easy," and he was like, "What?" It was crazy.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
the vibe that we have in there, the experience, the the training that we have, it was amazing. It was crazy, but it was amazing.
Yeah, very few people here know how important was you guys there. You as a big guy to help Fabrício Verdun, Márcio Coleta to get ready for the World Championships. You guys worked a
Yes,
lot together. You guys helped a lot the training there. It was always good to have you guys because you brought energy. You're fighters, so I knew I could count on you to put 100% there and give a hard time to those guys because I used to kill them and make them really tired and throw you guys on them. Like try to get him right now. And I want to see a white belt tapping Fabrício Verdun, tapping Márcio Coleta at the end. I want to see a white belt killing them. And they
yeah, I was a blue belt, and Fabricio Verdu was a black belt, and then he teach me how to escape from a technique. And then when he tried to do it, we was fighting together ice technique. And five black was you and another four guys. Stop the fight and go straight to him and start saying a lot of stuff. Well, I said you start like da, 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 da. And then he said, "Okay, let's go, let's do it again." I was like, "Oh my god, oh my god!" And he said, "Come on, come on." And I said, "No, no, no, no. You're gonna be fighting very hard with me." I was like, "No, I'm gonna be easy, my butt." He didn't fight easy that day. He took me right there in the Kimura. I was like, "Oh my god!" And I'm a double joint. I'm a flexible guy. So I don't know why he did. He just isolate that omoplata like nothing before I ever saw in my life. And it was like he took me right there. I was, "Oh my god, stop, stop!" And he was like, "Okay, now we could stop." And I was, "Oh, that's because of Silvio." I look at Silvio. I look at you with a mad face, and you didn't notice. I was like, "Oh my god, you killed me."
because they knew the Shinai. The Shinai was there in the corner just waiting for it to zap.
Yes, it is. It was a Chinai. I remember that Chinai. It was crazy. I was hit by that Chinai once by Fabio, and I was like, "Oh my god, why he hit me for?" But it was great. We was having fun. I love it.
Yeah, that's a fun part. That was a
Yeah.
great time. And Ian was just a kid, man. I don't remember. It was like 3, 4,
Yes.
13,
Yeah,
12
he
years.
was a kid. Yeah,
Yeah.
he got long hair. He was like going around, jumping from one place to another. Yeah, yeah, I remember him.
Uh,
I was being hit for the Shinai always. You got hit once. I got hit. I lost the numbers.
I
yeah.
know. I
I
could
broke,
imagine.
I broke some Shinais on these guys.
Yeah.
I know. And I remember the time that it was it was Terere, it was another fighter that came to the class and they came late. You stopped them and you didn't allow them to step in on the mat. And you say, you know what? You come inside of the mat because you came late. So it means you have to leave. And then you have to remember this day because tomorrow we're gonna have a talk. And they was like very quiet, very serious, and you was pissed. And I'll always like I always love the way you talk because your Portuguese is fast. They say that Puerto Rico talk fast. We talk the same because and you was talking very fast. Ta, 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 ta. Tell them to them, and everybody was quiet. The only voice that was hearing it was yours. We was like, oh my God, our big trouble. Yeah, our
Yeah,
big
don't
trouble.
come late to the training, man. Everybody's
Oh,
sweaty already. Come on, get out.
it's because, well, in any academy, that you're always gonna find the best. We call it the best guy in skipping the warm up are the always the come late. They don't want to do the warm up. They don't want to hard work. They just want to be there to, and even they don't even try to practice the technique. They just want to fight. I said, coming up and mat, don't come to the class then, you know,
Yes, exactly.
because you're gonna stop. You interrupt the class.
But that was a great time. And that, remember, we have my dad there, Master Alvaro Barreto. Sometimes I had the
Yes,
three groups, one group training, one group sitting and watching, one group with my father or Master Alvaro there having a talk or something like that.
it was amazing because it was you. Flavio was there also. He was very strict. Flavio was serious. He was like a papa bear, and he was like looking at everybody. It was like, oh my God, he's watching. He's like, the president, and the other one was the generals. It was like, oh, it was crazy, but it was fun. It was great. It was great training. I love it. You know.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
right.
gonna do something like that right now. I'm gonna be in Dubai, Abu Dhabi for November, and the World Championship's gonna be I think it's the 18th, 19th, something like that. I'm gonna be there, so we're gonna run a camp in Dubai for our group there. So I'm very excited. I really I don't remember run a camp for a long time, so I'm pretty excited.
I'm jealous for them because they're gonna have the experience with the first hands, and that's great. If they have to appreciate that, and they cannot eat what you call it BS. They have to be there on time. They have to train. They have to sleep well. You know, if you want to be a very high level competition guy, you have to train you have to follow what your coach or your professor tell you to do. You know, the periodization and the food because we are in a tournament. Actually, we are in tournaments that weights is the number one. So your
Exactly.
nutritionist have to be there. Your psychological sportman have to be there. You know, and you guys are extremely good in that. You know, and people have to follow. And if they don't do that, they're wasting their time. You know,
Yeah.
but if they follow, they will see because they will see the podium. They will be on the. They will arise to the top, and they will have that medal in their hand.
Oh, thank
You're
you, man.
right.
Thank you very much.
You're right.
So good talk to you, man.
Oh, so for,
Thank you, thank you.
it was fantastic. So I have to do something right now. So
Me too,
Shimmy,
me too. I have to.
for me, thank you very much. Thank you very much. It was fantastic seeing you.
Yes.
Okay. Say hello to your family. You know that I love them. And they are part of my family too. But,
It is. It is.
sure,
You
sure.
are. You are my second father. So
That's right. That's right. So
okay.
thank you very much. And next time we're gonna be speaking in Spanish.
Oh,
Puerto
that would
Rico,
be beautiful.
Puerto Rico.
Beautiful. Yeah, we're gonna be talking in Spanish, and we're gonna try to bring Manuel here. Man is gonna
Oh,
be
good
here.
idea. Good idea.
Yes. Yes.
Fine.
Yes. Manny, the engineer.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, yeah,
Dad,
that's right.
love you. Love you here. Love you, Shimmy.
love you. I
Take
Thank
love
care,
you
you.
man.
very
I love
much.
you too.
Thank you for
All right.
everybody who was watching us and share this video to everybody you think gonna like this. Thank you very much for watch Betting Dynasty, Betting Jiu Jitsu.
Os.